Hello and welcome to episode 18 of the Fellow Traveller. Here still at Livorno. You may hear some background noise. Everyone seems to be mowing their lawn today. I've closed all my windows, but which is not great on a very hot day. But might still be a lot of low level sound. Hopefully not too much. So as you might have already looked, we have not been on a good run of form since that Lazio smashing that happened in the last game. It was very disappointing. We went on a 13-game run without winning a game, which is very odd because we literally won 2 and drew 1 in our first 3 games against Bologna, Sampdoria, and Atalanta. And Bologna aren't as good as I thought they would be. Sampdoria are kind of a to-beat team in a relegation 6-pointer, if anything. Atalanta obviously very good. We did very well to draw, but we've got lucky in that game as well, I think, actually. 3-3 as well. Seems like a very Atalanta score. We scored in the last minute as well. But yeah, we've just been absolute dross since then. Well, not absolute dross. For like September and October and November, we were really bad. We just letting goals every game normally. A terrible defensive record. I think we got one of the worst in the league. And then towards the end of the year, in December, we picked ourselves up. We had a lot of games that we should have won. I think Pordenone and Fiorentina were both in that category. We cinched a victory against Torino. I think we played pretty well against Roma. Oh, a red card early on. I remember we scored, then we got a red card, and yeah, it was very frustrating. Inter as well. We nearly beat Inter, I think. We looked very strong after Panico scored, but then just couldn't get a second goal. Torino isn't. Oh god, this game was so emotional. We hadn't won in 12 or 11 or something. Yeah, we hadn't won in 12. And we were 2-0 down, 2-0 up for a 1-0 up 30 minutes in, 2-0 up 60 minutes in. I was like, oh, we're cruising to a win here. And they scored extra in 86th minute, Del Castillo. And then I'm like, oh shit, we're going to lose this. And then they score again. So it's 3-2, so it's 2-2, and it's another draw we're looking at. And then we score a 92nd minute goal with Deli a minute later. And I'm like, oh my god, we're going to win 3-2. This is so incredible. Finally, after 12 games, and then we conceded another goal a minute later and draw 3-3 against Torino. Again, a team that we should be not necessarily. I think Torino are mid-table. Yeah, so they're better than us. So that's like not a bad result. And I think the thing that's kind of helped us out a lot in this time period is they've got a lot of draws against teams that we should have lost against, including Inter, but also unfortunately Spal and Pordenone. We drew with both of them, and they're the teams below us in the league. So that would have been an opportunity to pull away. Yeah, and then we finally beat Cagliari in the next game. And then since then, we had Napoli twice, and Napoli absolutely dominated us both games. We defended well, and we were quite unlucky to lose this game in the end. I think they just couldn't get any good shots off, and then they scored a free kick, I think, and a draw against Sassuolo. So yes, we're looking better for this year, for 2024. We had some transfers, got a few players lined up for the end of the season already as well. I loaned in this guy, Noah Morosek, right back, because Picard isn't loving playing at right back. And Andy Hogg, just like a 4th or 5th choice into midfielder, because we want a bit more depth. And I bought Sander Hoff. I think I mentioned him in a previous video, but his contract expired in December because he's playing in the Norwegian league, and he is great. He's going to be an incredible prospect in the future. He's kind of hit the ground running as well. Only 1 goal. But he's just been very good at connecting the midfield to the strikers. As he sits deep, he's not a great finisher, low finishing, well, not low, but low for a striker, low composure as well. But great first touch, great technique, good determination. His teammates goes, his passing's not bad. His vision's not bad. He's kind of the player you have deep line forward behind the striker who passes the ball to Panico when Panico is fit again, which I'll get to in a second. And yeah, we sold a lot of youth players, loaned out Milanitov, the Bulgarian wonder kid. I guess he's a wonder kid. And yeah, and resisted the urge. Oh, and sold Agazzi as well for 400 grand, which is pretty good. He wasn't happy about the contract for a while. He kind of fallen out this season, and he is not good enough for Serie A really. So sold him onto Lecce in Serie B. And I'll put my phone away to some buzz again. And it looks like it will probably happen after this game, so in the middle of the video somewhere maybe, that we might sell Vitic at the end of the season for £450,000. I don't know who the hell decided they wanted to offer what they were thinking, offering 450k for Vitic, who is... Oh, we have sold him, sorry. He's joined Citadel at the end of the season. Citadel, who should be fighting for promotion back into the Serie A. He's good, and I still like him. He's got a fond place in my heart, but I do think he's not gonna make the potential we hoped he would. He's not had a good season. I don't know how Citadel think that he's a good investment. And then somebody offered 125 grand for him, and I paid 475 for him, and I was like, well, I don't really want to sell him, but if they'll pay nearly what I paid for him, then I'll take it. And then they did, so he's off to Citadel, and I got to sell at the end of the season as well, so I don't have to replace him in this January transfer window, which would have been quite difficult. Yeah, and in terms of average rating, since Hoff's come in, he's been really good. Only played 4 games though, so we'll see how that pans out. Panico has been the star of the season, really. You can see that he's the only player that has broken 7, but he's also the only player that's broken 6.9, so he's been an absolute revelation in the Serie A. He's got 11 goals in 16 games. We would be nowhere without him. And he's been injured the last 3 or 4 weeks. He's back in 4 days. I might have him on in the game we're going to play in a second. I wonder where he is in the goal charts, actually. He is 8th currently, which is very good for a team fighting relegation. Well, this guy, Pordenone, is really good. He scored 2 or 3 against me. He's on loan from Inter, though. He doesn't play for them normally. The only stat we have there is Bagnoli's got one of the most yellow cards. God, he's nearly got another suspension. Yeah, so in this game, I played a lot of games. I got really into the save over the last few weeks and couldn't really be bothered to make a stream. But in this game, we're going to play a Relegation 6 supporter against Sampdoria, and maybe if we have time against Atalanta as well. And unfortunately, because of injuries, I haven't quite got what I would consider the first team. But I do feel like risking a lot of players in this game. Bagnoli. Campazano's been crap as well. He's some really bad. I've only ever played him when I've been desperate, and since Panico's been injured, I've been a bit desperate lately. But we don't have much fitness. Rolando and Bonini are both recovering from injury as well. So I think we're going to have to just play this team, including Deli, who has a minor injury, but he's back fit in a day. And Stefford is risking injury. And if it goes badly, I'm going to bring Panico back on into the team. I don't know. It's very hot, and I am slightly frazzled by it. The thing with Bagnoli, because he really can pull out a great game if he's in the mood, but yes, Picard, I want to see you perform. I don't think Pordenone will stay up. Let's have a look. So we're playing our classic 3 at the back, or 5 at the back. And Sampdoria are playing 4-5-1 with wingers. Okay. That could work well against our formation with the wing backs pushing quite far up. Oh, I'm going to change the highlights to key as well. But I think that this is going to be close and gritty and decided by 1 goal, maybe 2. And I think I'm going to have to bring Panico on before the end of the game and try and get a goal. I want to play him as little as possible because there's a lot of other big games coming up, but this Sampdoria game is the one. As you can see in the league table there, we're literally 2 points clear of the relegation now, 1 point. But 2 points clear of Sampdoria. Oh, good clearance, Pape. Ooh. Oh, it's wide, thank God. Pape, I'm trying to extend his loan to the end of next season, but PSG aren't taking it. They think they're going to play him, but I can't see him getting into PSG's team. Although he has improved a lot and continues to improve a lot. So it could be their 4th choice centre back or something. With him and Vitic both going, we need to buy a centre back. Definitely. Oh, nice interception. That's a good pass and a good finish from Campazano. Yes. But yeah, when I had the Torino game that went 3-3 in the 93rd minute, goals in the 93rd, 92nd, 91st, and 86th minute. I wish that had been on there. I should have recorded that, but I was so distracted. I was just powering through the save. I was really into it and really keen to end that 12-game run without winning a game. But we've got like 8 draws in 19 games because this is the midpoint of the season as well. So that's a good pass from Hoff. Bagnon should have done better. The other good thing about Hoff is he's not like super slow. He's not quick though, and he's quite good in the air. He's not quite a target man. I hate target men. Or they say don't play well on my formations. But he's a deep lying forward who can function as a target man, which I've never really used before, but seems to work really well because he can head the ball and then pass it on to Campazano. I'm really glad Campazano scores. It means I do not have to bring Panico on necessarily. We'll see. Sampiao's not playing well. Yeah, let's get Krapikas to play better as well. Cool. Yeah, I keep debating whether to sell Campazano or not. He's so up and down. I think someone would pay like 2 million for him because he's still like 25, 26. And I could easily, you know, if I'm being Spanish, I could easily sell him. Wow, let's fly through. Sell him back to Spain. God. Yeah, I've got to say, this really feels like they're going to sneak a goal. I'm going to bring Dele off. He's knackered. He's not playing that well anyway. I've been playing Crociata and Casata in centre midfield, both of them together, quite a lot this season. And formed a bit of a pairing. But Dele's also had a good run of form recently. His contract runs out end of the season. There's also I'm debating whether to renew it or not. Oof. I'm really worried about this end of game. I think I want to bring Sampiao off for someone. Or Sampao, isn't it? Maybe Vitic. Maybe Corbo though, actually. Although he's nervous. I'm hoping that Vitic continues to give us a good performance. Despite being sold. I need to be quite up for it. Yeah, Steffel was likely to get injured. But I don't want to risk upsetting anything at the end now. So it would be good to still be able to bring a Panico on. Oh my god, what a terrible throw-in. Yeah, it might be good to have a sub to bring on Panico if they score now, for example. Oh god. It's a corner. I feel like I've got a lot more emotionally invested in this. Oh god, what a save! Oh god. I've got a lot more invested in the save this season. Good clearance, good clearance. And I feel the tension of the games much more. I think because we were kind of sailing easily last season. And yes, Sadive, kick him. I'm going to bring Sadive up. He's knackered. And he's in the middle of the park. So it'd be nice to have a bit more legs in the middle. Yeah. I'm going to make this guy a deep line playmaker. Because I want to defend this lead. I keep going defensive and it keeps going badly, so I'm not going to do it. I keep telling myself to stop doing it. Go defensive the last like 10 minutes. Oh my god. It's just corner after corner. Oh no! I think he's off, Lads has got his flag up. VAR, come on. No goal. This is such an important game as well. I am going to switch. Oh, no, not that. Christ, undo that. I'm going to make Vitic more defensive. And now I've got Casata in the hole. Hopefully that'll help. I was hoping it would. Casata was 8. He's playing quite high up there. Hopefully he pulls back a bit. He was support before, now he's defend. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that's not a great clearance, Vitic. Switch to their right back. No! He's offside again! Is it VAR again? Oh my god. I don't think he was. Oh no, he's offside. Christ, I thought that was a real goal then. A real goal. I thought that was going to be allowed. Okay, let's defend, defend, defend. Yeah, I kind of want the deep line playmaker on the other side if Picard is going to cut in. Let's make him support. It's a bit too much to defend. We don't want to go crazy. And let's go standard. And so it's a bit boring, but I really don't want to lose this in the next 3.5 minutes. I wanted to say in transition, I wanted him to take long kicks. It's absolutely booted up. Distribute to the target man. And let's make Hoffman a supporting target man rather than a D-line forward. Hopefully he can get down. Oh wow, they're all offside. Oh my god. That's 5 of their players offside. No wonder it looked terrible. Maybe that high line worked out. Oh, it's over, thank god. Oh Christ. Okay. That's a really good result though. I think now we're like 2 points clear. I'm gonna tell the boys that was a good result. What performance? I think Campazana got man of the match as well. Yeah, we're 3 points clear now. Now. Hopefully that'll hurt Sampdoria as well. God, that was fucking close, man. It's the team that we should be beating as well. I'm really hoping those are the 3 teams that get relegated though, because it does not seem like Empoli. They don't seem bad. I've played Empoli, I think. Oh, I've played every team now. But yeah, it doesn't feel like there are there are 3 worse teams than me. But maybe Sampdoria is in there. I think I should be 18th. I think I'm better than Spal and Paul now. Didn't beat either of them. But I think Sampdoria is slightly better than me. We'll see. Anyway, hopefully we can squeeze in another one. No, you know what? I think it's going to have a short video. Let's just have this as a... That was enough emotion to this video. Let's have this as a relegation 6-pointer that we won against Sampdoria, despite constant pressure at the end of the fucking game. I'll just say quickly, our finances are doing well as well. Shit, we're 20 million. I didn't realize we were 20 million. I thought we were doing well, but not that well. And... yeah, I've got like... not any super exciting transfer. This guy's quite good, goalkeeper from South Africa. I found just having a browse around some of the big South African teams. I think he played for the national team actually. Maybe he's the backup keeper or something. And another good young French player. Hopefully him and Picard will get on well. And Enzo Guevara is like a decent striker. Oh, I'll play him for anyway. So I don't need Perotti anymore, who I loaned. Who's been like bad this season and good? Let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, I've got a lot of... God, Casala's got 6.61. Vitic's our second worst performer. And that's not even like... There's nobody who's played like one game and played a 5 or something. And Vitic has played 13 games as our second worst performer. Thank God we sold him for 450k. I have no idea what Citadel are thinking. Yeah, Steffels been kind of disappointing this season as well. And Corvo and Perotti. Rolando's not quite. He keeps getting a little minor niggly injuries, which are really annoying. But on the other end of the spectrum, we've kind of got... Yeah, Laverly's been surprisingly good. And only he and Benini are left-footed amongst my centre-backs. And with there being 3 centre-backs, you kind of want a left-footed one on the left-hand side. So he's the cover for Benini, really. Yeah, Benini's injured right now, so that's why he's playing. Cool. Well, thank you for watching that very tense game. And I'll see you next time for the next video, which should be episode 19. And yeah, hope you have a nice rest of your day.